Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, that's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, and the universal energies. Yes! Oh boy. My guides keep telling me, take 2 weeks off and it will be a completely different world when you get back. But no, I'm not going to take 2 weeks off, but they are indicating some sort of timeline for me, so fingers crossed, touch wood. Entertainment only. Now, as quite a famous quote from history came forward, sometimes we can go years when nothing happens, and other times it feels like years have happened within the space of a day. And that's absolutely where we are at the moment. Just very quickly, just want to point out, I think it's fabulous that you guys are watching other readers. I watch other readers, but not till after I've done my own readings, because I don't want to, aside from Denise's health one on the orange twerp, I keep watching that first thing in the morning with my coffee. Denise Knight, that is, Knight. So I can only pass on what my guides tell me. I can't comment on what other readers are getting, and my guides tell me that Net is not passed, but he is cowardly in hiding. I believe his brother may have been unalive, so that might be what other readers are picking up. But I can only tell you what my guides tell me, and I stand by what my guides tell me. I have posted in my post section a video that was put out by, was it Keith Edwards? Yes, it must be Keith Edwards. Not a great fan of Keith Edwards, but because of his um, he every so often he'll throw something out that is just so incredibly racist. You're just like, what the? So he's sort of there, but not quite all the way there, if you know what I mean. But he put out a video about the Yahoo still alive propaganda. Pardon me. If I pause you, I'll have to have a sip of something because still got this head cold. It's very minor. It's just my immune system is out of out of practice with little ease. So, but yes, so Keith Edwards put out a video. I've put it in my post section, showing that the propaganda that's coming out, supposedly proving that Yahoo is still alive. Yeah, seems to be pretty fake. But I do get that he is still alive. He's just in hiding. He's not out and about ordering coffee. I've also put in my post section a really good video. Kyle Kalinske from Secular Talks interviewing Guy Christensen about what's happening with not just mainstream media, but social media, and how so many are finding themselves who go against or even just don't double down on what the administration is doing or hint against it, are getting cancelled, shadow banned, etc. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed again and touch wood, that I managed to avoid that. A couple of key things. King Charles has cancelled his tour to the US, not surprised at that at all. And the Orange Twerp has come out and threatened to postpone his trip to the Chinese summit. Yeah, I'm sure China's really upset about that. Boy, talk about promising them a good time by him not being there. So what I want to have a look, I'm just going to use my pendulum to start with, um, just to double check a few of the questions that my guides have been giving me over the last few days, and we'll see how this video progresses. So this may just be a pendulum question answer video. We'll see how it goes. News has come out that Iran has not requested a ceasefire and is not asking for negotiations. We knew that the Orange Twerp was lying on that one. The Orange Twerp is also lying on the fact that other countries are coming to assist. No, they're not. Even Australia said, yeah, nah, we're not interested. Canada said, nah, most of Europe, I think, has said no way. And, it's pretty much you broke it, you fix it type situation. So, he's now, the Orange Twerp is now threatening to pull out of NATO because his NATO counterparts didn't come to his aid. Well, if you start the fight, then NATO is under no obligation to come and assist you. So I might just, I've got my pendulum here for those that are new. It's an amethyst that's been with me 25 plus years, bit of wire from the craft shop and a chain that was in my drawer. I do have bought pendulums, I just find that they don't work. So again, very much this is about you finding your own spirituality, what works for you in the way that works for you. So my pendulum, when it's ready for a question, will go round and round in circles, back and forth towards me is a yes, and side to side is a no. Sometimes it just goes completely still and refuses to answer. Sometimes it'll just continue in the circle, which is basically rephrase your question. Okay, so let's have a look. Come on down, and what I'll do is I'll just hold it over my finger like such so that you can see both my finger and pendulum. Elbow firmly on the, just make it a little bit longer, and so you can see my elbows firmly on the table. Okay, can I ask a question, please? Can I ask a question? It's going round and round at the moment. Is Netanyahu alive? And straight into the back and forth. Okay, can I ask a question, please? Because I want to double clarify this. Is Netanyahu dead? Is Netanyahu dead? And it's gone into side to side. Is Netanyahu, can I ask a question, please? It's all right, just resetting it. Can I ask a question, please? Yes, it's saying it's okay to ask a question. Is Netanyahu in hiding? And I can feel the energy of it already going into a yes. So he's in hiding. Okay, my next question that I wanted to ask is, I also posted in my post section a video, body language video in regards to Scott Bessent the other day. Fascinating, absolutely fascinating. So I'm going to ask about that. Right, Scott Bessent looking so shaken up. Was it because one of my lovely viewers said, well, Bitcoin and crypto operate via a blockchain, which is very much like the internet. You can't take all of blockchain out by taking one building out. Okay, so let's have a question. Scott Bessent was really shaken up by something in the Situation room. Was it to do with the Epps files? Was he shaken up about something? No, straight into a no. Okay, can I ask a question, please? Was it? Yep, can I ask a question, please? Just wait for it to round and round. Was it because the Orange Twerp was threatening to use nukes? I mean, Grint, what's his name? Grint, whatever his name is, Newitt or whatever it is, the newt, came out and basically said we should use nukes to blow a new channel. Oh, please. And that's into a no. So no. Was it? Now, he came out and stuttered over the word teenager, and he does have teenage children. I didn't look up their age, but if there was a draft call up, his kids would be amongst the first, or they would be of that age. Was it in regards to a draft? Right, okay, they've said yes. So that was part of it. Okay, so he was shaken about the fact of a draft. Now, was he also shaken by the AI centres in the Middle East being taken out? Was there something to do with the AI centres? And that's into a yes as well. Okay, can I ask a question, please? I gather Kushner's gone demanding that the Saudis give him more money. I bet they're not real pleased with the US at the moment, or the regime. Was Besant upset something to do with money? Was it loss of money? Right, it's a yes. So there's a loss of money there for some reason. I was getting crypto. Okay, can I ask a question, please? Can I ask? Can I ask? Can I ask a question, please? Was it to do with either Bitcoin, crypto, and it's straight into a yes, or something similar? I don't know if there's another, there's Trump dollars or whatever they are, but something to do with this money. Was it because the money was stored in the AI center? This is what my guides are giving me. Was it because however that money was stored, was it because it was stored in that AI center in isolation to keep it from being hacked? That's the question, my guides. And yeah, it's in a yes. It feels really like, and I'll ask some more yes no questions in a minute. It feels, with whatever it is, it feels like, when you see on the news, there's some guy who's been scouring a rubbish tip for 3 or 4 years or something because they'd thrown away some computer or some hard drive that had their rubbish bitcoins on it from 10 years ago that they bought and thought would never do anything, and they ended up throwing it away, or something along those lines, and all of a sudden it's worth, a couple of $1 million. It's got that feels about it, that it was in an isolated location, and so there's some serious money that feels gone. Okay, what else do I need to ask? I'll just pop this back down again. I want to have a look at a couple of things today in separate videos. So we'll just ask. Oops, sorry, I'll bring you up a little bit so you can see it's not me waggling away. Okay. Can I ask a question, please? The orange twerp is threatening to exit NATO. Good riddance to bad rubbish. With the regime. I have done videos on this, and one of my lovely viewers reminded me of it, that yes, NATO would be disbanded, but there would be a new form of NATO. Is this going to force other countries going to cave and send troops or anything, or any of the other countries going to cave? Iran has come out and said only US and US ally shipping and Israel shipping is blocked from the Strait of Hormuz. Yeah, I'm getting a no. I'm getting a no with that. So no, I'm not getting that other NATO countries are going to cave. Okay, can I ask a question? Can I ask a question, please? Will the orange twerp, the regime, Netanyahu, whomever it is, get so desperate that they will attempt a nuke? And that's a yes. Doesn't mean they'll succeed. It just means that they will attempt. So, okay, I might, we're 14 minutes in, I might just leave this video as just a pendulum yes-no questions. And what I might actually do is pop some more yes-no questions in the chat, and I'll, it's something that is quite significant. Not doing personal ones. This is, world basis type things. And I might do a yes/no answer session on a daily basis and see how that goes. Oh, by the way, double one again today. So saw on the car, but also 88 and 800 came up on the dash as well. So I'm going to have to look up and see what they say. Angel numbers everywhere at the moment. Love to you. Take care. Bye bye.